Hey, good people. This is Rocky with Rocky's Reality, the #1 podcast for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, and relationships. Tap in live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I chat with some of the dopest artists, celebrities, influencers, entrepreneurs, and more. Make sure to catch us live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. See you soon. Welcome to Rocky's Reality, everyone. Woohoo! So excited. I love it. I love it. I am excited because I love, Detroit is dope. We are just rest in peace to my boy, Marlo Stoudemire. Detroit has talent. Detroit is dope. And he was one of those, shout out to him, who really just always brought those together who had dope talent. And I love whenever I'm in a space where dope talent is together and it's just multiplied. It's just amplified. So remember, we had Marv Neal on, celebrity stylist and creative director. Shout out to Marv Neal. And so I went to the Fashion Tastemakers event and I'll tell you, my mind was blown away. I'm not a stylist, y'all. Y'all know I'm not into fashion. I just do what I do. Okay. I'll just figure out what looks good on me. And, sometimes it'd be a hit, a lot of times it'd be a hit, sometimes it'd be a miss. But I really learned a lot about, as they say, the science of fashion and the business of fashion and just a lot of dynamics about it. So really met some dope stylists, artists and creatives. And one of them, y'all, he is a bi-coastal, LA based. He's a native Detroiter, y'all, West Side. Okay. Los Angeles based wardrobe stylist. He is known for blending high fashion with authentic storytelling. He has a keen eye for detail. Some of his peeps, and I'm not going to read the whole bio because y'all know how I do, but he has crafted for red carpets. He's done editorials as far as Harper's Bazaar, Vogue, BET, CBS, NBA, and then he's also styled celebrities such as Busta Rhymes, baby. That's one of my favorites, Busta Rhymes, baby. Vanessa and Angela Simmons, okay? Muni Long, Tina Knowles, that's Miss Tina to y'all. Serena Williams. Okay, the list is go on and on, but one of the greatest that he styled is Beyonce, the bae herself, Queen Bae herself. So welcome to the show, y'all, Jamar Hart.
What's up? What's up? Detroit was good. We in the building.
I love it. And by the way, even though we are here in Detroit, this is going to be seen worldwide, Jamar. So shout out to the Rockies Reality fam, the Soul TV fam. I know some of y'all will be people as far away as Guyana and Brazil have tapped in. So we might get you some international clientele.
Hey, I'm open for it.
Going on, we gonna add international celebrity stylists to this. But your resume is so impressive. So shout out to you, Jamar, for doing what you do. For real, you deserve your flowers.
Thank you.
You really do. You have grind. You are the epitome of Detroit grind shining.
Yeah.
In LA, because we know it ain't easy.
It's not easy. It's been an amazing journey that God has taken me on. And sometimes in the beginning, I felt like I wasn't ready. But when he had me in the thick of things, he let me know that I was safe and he'll always have his hand over my life and just move with intention and love. And that's just been my go-to my whole journey.
I love that. You can tell you guided by God. And I love, when you were on the panel, I heard how you just kept referencing him. And I appreciate people who don't have any qualms, are not ashamed to know that God is the head of your life. He guides.
Absolutely.
And I can tell you had a grandma and a mama who raised you upright.
They don't play. They don't play about that church. If we're not going to church, she's going to be playing church music. We're going to stream it online. There's no excuse on not to spend time with the Lord.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
He makes time for us, when we have good times and bad times. You can't just go to him when you need something. It's a relationship like every other relationship. You have to spend time and nurture it and show up for yourself and show up for the relationship as a unit.
I love that. Also, this resume, I'm still going over it, y'all. I'm seeing Netflix. I saw you have the brand collaboration between Stranger Things and Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just done so much. That is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Apple Music, come on. Who ain't you worked with yet. Well, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, Puma, Nike. Let me start with that. Is there someone you still want to work with? I'm sure it's someone you still want to work with, or a brand you want to work with.
You know what? I would love to work with Cartier.
Okay.
In some type of capacity,
especially being from Detroit, the Buffs.
It's been like a staple in my mind when it comes to accessories that can pop the outfit out and make you feel bold and brave. Like you got your Cartier glasses on. That's been a thing here in Detroit.
Absolutely.
We've made songs about it. You know, it completes your whole outfit. You put a pair of Buffs on, some Cartier glasses. You feel like you feel rich. You feel wealthy. You feel like you can conquer the world. You feel like a superhero. But I just love the vintage vibe of it and how they just put their brand and allow the hip hop community to just embrace it. You know, I would love to work with Rihanna. I would love to work with Drake.
Baby,
you know, I would love to get in there with a little bit more of the NBA and the NFL and, you know, volleyball and tennis and just the sport athleticism of everything. I'm open to it all. I don't box myself in. I let God use me for what I'm supposed to be used for, and I don't let people abuse me.
That's the key, because people are going to use you.
Yeah.
And I love what you were saying as far as letting God direct you. And Cartier, by the way, on the show last month, I had the Queen of Cartier here in Detroit. There's a Black woman.
Yeah.
She's the only authorized Cartier dealer in Michigan. She's the only woman authorized dealer. So if you ever need a hookup, she's in Greenfield Plaza. Right. So I'm sure she could.
I'm gonna hit you for that hookup.
Listen, shout out to Candace Thomas. I don't know how much of a hookup, but I'm sure she could show you some love. And she's worked with celebrities as well, such as Trey Songz and Big Sean. Okay. So she understands.
Shout out to her. She's doing her thing.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully we get to cross paths.
Listen, I'll send you her number.
Okay. Listen, let's make that happen.
Listen, let's go, because I'm sure I'm sure many people ask you, how do you decide? Not many people ask you, but how do you decide this is the brand I want to wear? Like the jacket, by the way, is dope. That was someone else who was at the Detroit Fashion Community's event. I think this was Be the Light.
Be the Light.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Be the Light.
Yeah.
Like, he's become one of my really favorite designers in Detroit. I just wanted to see how everybody was moving and how I could support and how I can bridge that gap between Los Angeles and Detroit. And I'm big on community. I'm big on collaboration, no ego. We eradicate that. Like, how can we work together? We can't do this alone. It takes a village, and sometimes it takes villages. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be cohesive and, do this thing, but Be the Light. He was really, really cool. Very welcoming. You can just tell the name of his brand, it made sense with what his personality entails. Right. I actually pulled this jacket today. I met with him before, we connected.
Yeah.
And I went inside the showroom and I was like, man, he was getting busy. Like the things that I saw that he was displaying at the Detroit Fashion Community event, I was like, you're holding out on me, bro. I need that piece. So shout out to him. I really love his brand. I love what he's doing with the sustainability and just piecing pieces together and really just being bold, being brave, and being himself. And that's going to get him far. But I feel like we're going to be doing some work in the near future. That's one of the designers that I may be carrying in my showroom in Los Angeles.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, he was ready. He was willing. He was open. He had everything set up. He was on time. He was like, hey, what do you need me to do?
Listen.
Like, how can we work? And I was like, hey, this isn't just about me. How can we share light on each other?
Absolutely.
And I love what he was making in his art. I'm like, man, you're one of many. There's so many gems in Detroit. I'm ready to work with them all. Like, whoever got a brand, art, how can we blow this thing up? Let's get it.
Okay.
What up, though?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to connect you with my husband for Cold Clothing as well, because he just started out as well, but he's an artist as well. Like I said, he's a graphic designer. He paints, he draws, and now he's expanding into the apparel line, because a lot of us have seen, and you talked about this on Saturday, how we got to pivot.
We have to.
We got to pivot. We got to. I remember you talking about you were promoting parties, and then you had to go into styling a little bit.
I had to pivot. Yeah.
So talk about that segue.
So like, you know, in high school, like it was a group of us and we were all going out, and my business mind came on, and I was like, hey, all these people are coming to these events. I can do this. So within the community that I was building, I would get with a few of my friends and my brother and some of the promoters in the city, like Cheddar Cheese and my brother Jarrell and you know, DJ BJ and Red Wing White Boy and all of these people, and we would throw parties, and we would get flyers, and we would be on the flyers, and people would be hosting, and we would get the DJ, rent out the club and that whole thing, and it just taught me customer service, because even though you're
the experience,
even though you're partying, these people have to be comfortable and have fun. So
because you want them to come back.
You
want them to spread the word.
Absolutely. So we would be charging people to come in and selling booths and all of those things, and that led me into styling. I was like, hey, I really love people to feel good, and then now I want them to look good. I started personal shopping, and then that led me into styling. That's how I got there.
I love that. Segue. So speaking of styling, Joe, let's just start with did I send the Queen Bee? The Queen Bee one too, she's pregnant in it. Let's see here. Oh, let me send that right quick to you, Joe. Okay, so let's while I'm sending this to Joe, let's go through a few of these and just talk about what was the mindset when you were styling some of these. Let's go through some of these here as Joe is bringing. I love that. So what is your mindset when you're styling someone? Do you interview them first to get a feel for how they are? Like, how do you know, like, okay, they need to do this, or I'm going to work it? Or is it, I know some editorials, they probably, of course, have direction on what the look they want. But when you are styling a star, for example, they've got somewhere to go. How do you evaluate and put that style together?
First, I pray. Seriously, I pray. And before I get overly excited about anything, I pray and I say, God, if this situation or this project is for me, please let it be. Put your hand over it, cover it in the blood of Jesus. Let no weapon formed against it prosper. And then I use God as my source, and he opens up my mind.
I love it. And this is who right here?
That's Vanessa Simmons.
Okay. Ooh, love that.
That's Vanessa Simmons.
Okay.
She had the pastry collection where she revamped with her daughter, and she wanted to make the shoe a little bit more high fashion with the world. So I got this custom dress made for her, and it was really, really cool. And we shot this, and she was like, oh man, like I love this garment. It mixes and it blends high fashion with streetwear. And that's what I wanted to do, to make it cohesive. So
first you pray. Are we sharing? This is showing now. Okay, and Serena. So first you pray, and then first I pray. We gotta start there.
And then when he lets me know, like, this situation, everything start unfolding and it's smooth and it's cool and it's flowing, then I'm so tapped in with myself, and I have a confidence within my career choice and my skill set that God gave me, because you have to be confident in that. That's what people are hiring you for.
Yeah.
You can't just be asking questions and not really knowing what to do.
Ooh, you got to figure it out.
You have to have some type of guidance and take leadership with your skill set. So it doesn't take me long to connect with someone in the first couple of seconds, in a minute, and I can already tell your personality and what you like. I can see what you're wearing today. I can, in my mind, envision what you will look good in.
Because this is nice on Serena.
Yeah,
that's accentuating her figure nicely.
You know
like
what?
That.
With this situation, Nike reached out to me, and I worked with her prior to this at the Beyonce baby shower.
Okay.
The Carter push party.
Okay, so let's go
That's
ahead
how I
and
met
bring
her.
that up. The push party. Let's go ahead and bring that
And
up.
I wrapped her head in some African garments. We had to wrap heads and stuff for the guests. And then
so was the theme of it African?
Yeah, the theme of Beyonce's baby shower was African. And then
this is with the twins.
This is with the twins.
Okay.
And fast forward to this moment with Serena. Nike reached out to me, and this was her first collection. And she made it for curvy women, all different body types. And this was her athleisure line. And I thought this was really, really cool. And I wanted to be a part of it. And she was really nice and welcoming. And she took care of her team. And she was a boss. And she was a great mom and wife and everything. I just watched how she moved.
We're talking about Serena.
Serena,
still.
Yeah, Serena.
Okay.
Serena was really, really, really nice. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure working with her. I was nervous a little bit. I was like, man, she got that tennis racket.
Listen. You know they from Compton, okay?
Yeah.
Listen, so the push party. I love this. This is so beautiful with that belly. Come on, Beyonce.
Yeah, that was the experience. I feel like this is when this moment for me broke the ice.
That had to be like not a North Star, but like a milestone in a sense. I mean, come on now.
I didn't.
Did you believe it when somebody called you and was like, "I'm Beyonce rep"? Like, what? How did this?
How did this come about? So I worked with her mom, Miss Tina, on the Wearable Art Gala. She has a charity for underprivileged children and in the community. She has a group of young men and a group of women, and they do all of the arts and create and design, and she really has them tapping into their creative assets. From there, like, you do your job and you show up, she's all about team building and community. So she will, if you do your job and show up, she will hire you if it fits and it works. So they reached out to me.
Say with that one, Joe.
Yeah,
okay.
They reached out.
Yeah, with Beyonce, because we still discussing that. Yeah, I want to discuss how this look came together, please.
Yeah, so they reached out to me, and the theme was African ensembles, and I was working with a young lady at the time of the brand is called Burkina Bay. She crafts a bunch of like seashells and earrings and hair wraps and French necklaces and all of these different bejeweled pieces, and we collaborated on the Wearable Art Gala together. So when I got the call, it was only right to pull her into the situation, and she creative directed some of the pieces that she made. We had to make things for babies, for the families, for the men, for the women, so they all can be cohesive and look cool together while they're taking the photos. So this is a part of the props. And I got a chance to actually wrap Beyonce's head.
Oh my gosh.
She was really cool.
Oh my gosh.
She was really cool.
Was your hand shaking? Were you nervous like you were with Serena?
I wasn't really nervous because I prayed first.
Listen,
okay. He gave me that confidence. I said, God, give me this strength.
You exactly where you supposed to be.
I didn't have imposter syndrome at that moment. I knew I was where I needed to be and where I was supposed to be. And so she put her head down, I wrapped her head, and we just danced the night away.
I love it. Okay. Yeah. Let's check out a couple more of these looks. And it varies. I love how because even we can bring up that Harper's Bazaar one. It's over up to the right, Joe. It was actually a couple of them. Now, I'm not familiar with her. Katya Bakat?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a movie star influencer. That was my first time working with her. Her team reached out to me to style her for the 10th, I think it was the 10th anniversary for Harper's Bazaar.
Okay.
And she just wanted to wear a nice power suit, but still show her feminine side with pinks and blushes. So that was like one of 3 covers that I did for Harper's Bazaar during the pandemic.
It's another picture, Joe. Let's bring up another one. I want to say it's probably over to the left. You said it was during COVID?
It was during COVID.
So you all had to do this virtually, right?
No, we had masks on, but we were in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so this is another Harper's Bazaar. Abigail.
Yeah. Abigail, she's a designer, musician, songwriter.
Okay. Love it. I love the range of people that you've worked with as well. So, okay, you left Detroit chasing the opportunity in Los Angeles because you said I wasn't fulfilled here. In Detroit, we are a fashion capital in a sense, but it's only so much so far we can go. We know you got to be in certain spaces to really connect with others. So, this is a nice one. We sharing that, Joe? Okay, yeah. Yes, come on, Black Chocolate. Listen with the 2 pieces. Let's go.
You know what's so cool about this? I really got emotional after this shoot. because it was a lot going on creatively.
Okay.
And I felt like I was doing a lot of jobs that I didn't really have that much creative control over. I just had to come in and do my part, what was needed. And I had to bring a vision to life. But with this one, I was like, hey, I want to put a shoot together. And my homie M. Dot hit me up. He's a producer, director in Los Angeles, really cool dude. He said, hey, I want to team up with you and a bunch of creatives, and let's really create something cool. So I reached out to a few designers and we came up with the aesthetic. And I was like, yo, I want to do like some monochromatic coloring and make it big, beautiful black women and like dark skin and like just beauty.
Yes,
you know, and
it is
fashion.
though.
And
That's
I wanted to do that. And
Black
I did
women
it.
fine. I love
and
us.
everything came together so good, man. That dynamic right there with that duo, like they were on it. They were posing, they showed up and they showed out, man.
It's giving America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
Without all the craziness. It's giving, I love that.
So that was like a passion project right there that you see.
I love that. I'm glad.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to ask. You left Detroit, going to LA.
Mm-hmm.
What did Detroit give you that LA could never? Now that you've been out there 12 years, what do you know that something came from Detroit with you that has helped you thrive in Los Angeles?
Detroit gave me passion, drive. Detroit gave me flavor. Detroit gave me grit, work ethic. Detroit gave me a sense of self. If you're from Detroit, you really can make it anywhere because you gotta. It gave me tough skin. It gave me thick skin that I later used around the world, not only just LA. When you're meeting people, you can't take things personal, and a lot of times you have to take the emotion out of business.
Yeah.
So it gave me a creative brain that just took off, and it's still to this day, just like the wheels are moving at like by the millisecond. You know what I mean? Like it gave me hunger. It taught me how to be hungry but not greedy. I know that the blessings sometimes they digest and more blessings come.
Yes.
Okay,
come on now. That's a word.
Everything doesn't have to be about me. You have to have a sense of self to be able to, share your feast with the people who belong at the table and let them pull up a seat.
I love that.
Yeah.
How do you survive with that mentality though? Because people are not like that in the creative world, Jamar. Like seriously, like we as creatives, we are in one of the most, I would say, for lack of a better word, cutthroat industries. As a creative, you know that, right? People take advantage, and like you said, you got to make sure they're not abusing you. How do you maintain that goodness and just that mentality of like, I'm going to keep, because that's me as well. My thing is, I'm going to share with you regardless. And some people are going to take advantage of that. Some are going to, like you said, misuse it. But that doesn't stop me, like I said, from giving and wanting to collaborate. And for me, I just know that, like you said, if I keep being that way, that I'm going to be blessed. Yeah. So is that a similar thought process? Like what makes you continue?
I feel like I have a strong support system and some really cool mentors and an amazing team of people who protect me and remind me every day on where I started and why I'm here and what I have to do when I'm in these spaces and in these moments, and to shine bright. I don't have anyone in my life pulling me down. I have a still strong sense of discernment, and I don't feel like I have to be desperate in any situations. I'm okay, and I know that everything that is for me will come because it has been coming. And I just make sure that my heart posture is right, and that creates a flow. I'm okay with people being fresher and doper than I am because I can get inspired by them.
Right, exactly. Learn from each other. The
same way that people get inspired by me, I get inspired by others.
And they say that, you're supposed to be around people who are better than you, smarter than you, so you can sharpen iron.
Absolutely. I'm a student at life to be able to be a better teacher. So I'm constantly recertifying myself. I'm a sponge. I'm constantly soaking things up. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm in competition with the old versions of myself, and I'm stunting on them.
Yep. I love that. And that's me as well. And speaking of muses and mentors. Let's talk about that. Who have been, I read a while back, in an article from a while back, you said Tom Ford has been one of your favorite designers and Balenciaga. But tell me, who are some of your mentors and muses? And they all don't have to be famous. Like, I know it's some people behind the scenes too. But who are some of those people for you?
I would say for like the last 12 years, I would say one of my biggest supporters and mentors would have to be Joy Bullard Brightman. She's an amazing businesswoman located in Los Angeles. She was one of the first people to believe in my styling when I first moved to LA. When I was reaching out to people, I was getting rejected. I didn't always look I didn't always look like what I could produce. So it was judge a book by its cover type of thing. And right away, I didn't feel any of that when it came to her. And I saw her running her business, so many different businesses at one time. And she just was super organized and she didn't play when it came to her business. It did not affect her overall aura. She still was calm. She's still a businesswoman. She was very authentic. And she made me feel like I was okay. And it was a safe space for me to be that way too. We've just grown together. And I see how she treats the people on her team when it comes to business. And I've just been learning a lot from her, especially during the pandemic. We kind of like collaborated. She had a showroom at the time and we were still servicing people through that time. And she kind of helped me figure out and find out how to still do business with restrictions. And like to this day, man, I'm like, I love her, man. She's like, that's my people. She just is very authentic and genuine. And there's people like her in my life that keeps me grounded. Another one from like the early start in my career, Dana Joy. She's a stylist. She's a creative. She moved to Los Angeles like 3 months before I did. And we were styling. Our first shoot was Miss Fauna Detroit. And we were doing some stuff for her book and her birthday shoot. And I kind of say it was like a Missy Timberland interaction, you know?
You said Miss Fauna?
Yeah, Miss Fauna.
Okay.
Miss Fauna Detroit. So me and Dana, it was like a Timberland. It was like a Timberland and Missy situation. When we linked up, she had this crazy style and mixes and patterns, and I was a little bit more edgy and like furs and aviator glasses and gold chains and high tops. It was insane. So she moved, and she was one of the people that really inspired me to move to Los Angeles, because she was out there and she had picked up a L shoot soon as she got out there. And then she had the showrooms and we connected, and she was at the event with the yellow pants on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That
shout
was
out to her. Does she stay out in LA still?
She's back and forth.
Okay.
She's
well,
like
shout out to her.
too.
I loved her energy.
Yeah.
You could tell she was one of your biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
People like her and my best friend Kyle, he got me into like meditation and kind of saw me having anxiety.
You gotta have your mental health
projects.
together. Yeah, so you can be creative.
Told me like, hey, you need to travel the world, you need to see the world, always believe in yourself. You know, another one is Star. She's always one of my business partners. She's always like pushing me to pour into myself. You know, so I got a really my assistant Aisha, I have a really, really strong, my mother and father, of course, got a really strong support system that believes in me and constantly uplifts me. I can't be depleted. I'm always full.
I love that. So as a stylist, what is something that celebrities, or even if they're not a celebrity, when you're styling them, what is something that they value that has nothing to do with fashion? Like, you got to bring the clothes, but it's got to be some other elements too
that they value. That
they looking for, that you see can help a need that you see when you're styling someone that has the clothes is there, but like sometimes, like Marv was saying, like sometimes I got to be a therapist. Sometimes I got to listen to things. So have you experienced that, where sometimes they just need a little session, or they just need someone who doesn't know them or judging them? Is that something you've seen?
I feel like a lot of celebrities that I work with, they just appreciate honesty. They appreciate honesty. They appreciate authenticity, and they appreciate you just treating them like a human being instead of fanning out all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes people just want to vent. They don't just need a therapist for the answers. They just want to talk to you, and they just want to be in a space and just, just be human.
Right. Yeah.
Like everything doesn't have to be an Instagram go live. Like they appreciate you just being in a moment with them, and just being honest with them. If something doesn't look good, don't be scared to say like, hey, let's try a different look.
Okay.
This isn't very flattering.
Right.
So
because they might have in their head what they want, but you have to be like,
They appreciate, I feel like celebrities appreciate when you're not being a yes man. They really appreciate that. And that goes a long way. Just being honest and just, hey, like, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear.
Good.
Yeah.
So how have some talk about a situation where they pushed you outside of your comfort zone? Because you're a storyteller, but you probably still have a certain style that you've settled into, like how you operate. Has there been a time where you were stretched?
A time that I was stretched, but in a good way, would have to be when I was on the Brandy and Monica tour.
So you were styling both of them?
No, I wasn't styling them. I was styling. I was working alongside Sergio Hudson. He's Muni Long stylist.
Okay.
And I was
right, because she was opening for them.
Yeah,
right.
I was assisting him.
Okay.
And I was doing 2 roles at once, and I didn't know if I could do that.
Two roles at once,
like just assisting Sergio and like styling and assisting and styling.
Okay.
So like those are,
you were multitasking, right? You were okay.
And I thank God for that situation, and I thank God for Muni Long, because she has been one of the most amazing people to just mentor in a way to look at, and she works really hard. That's a strong woman right there.
Yeah, I see.
She's been through a lot. And
shout out to her, because those health issues, I'm like, damn, double lung transplant. Okay, girl.
But she's really tapped in with the Lord, and we pray. And she has been one of the people that tells me, like, make sure you pray, make sure you protect yourself, make sure you stay prayed up. Like, don't be lazy, stay on it, tunnel vision. I see how hard she works. Like she just has never given up. And when I look at myself, I'm like, hey, she's going through all of these different things and she's still pushing forward. What would be my excuse if I ever wanted to give up?
Right.
So it's been times that I have wanted to give up, and she gave me advice like, hey, we're all human. We're doing the best we can and the best we know how. And she really taught me a lot on that tour on how to be more organized and how to be more intuitive and how to be strong and how to carry myself as a man. And it has nothing to do with someone being a woman or whatever like that. It's just the spirit that you behold as a leader. And she helped me become a better leader for some of the things that God put within my path after that situation.
I love that. So wait a minute. So you styled her for the BET?
No, Sergio styled her for the BET award and custom made her gown.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I love that. So what do you prefer styling women over men?
No,
doesn't matter.
I like both.
And let's bring up some of his pics. He's also a model, y'all, which it makes sense because he's tall. I had to like reach up to hug him. I was like, damn, okay, because you about what, like 6'4"?
Don't cheat me. I'm 6'5".
Okay, yeah, let's get that inch. Wait a minute, so let's bring up somebody. This is you, right? Yep. Okay, so listen, look at Debonair. Okay.
Debonair with the flair, with the braided hair.
Listen. Excuse me. I love it. We trying to bring it up. Okay, there we go. So let's talk about this because this is fly. And the look on your face is just like you all about business.
Oh yeah, I'm coming for it.
It's giving GQ.
Give it to me right now.
Right. It's giving GQ.
Yeah. So this look, I did a shoot for my birthday. The photographer name is Ugo. He's based in Los Angeles. Amazing dude, really good friend. We were planning a birthday shoot, and I just wanted something real militant, masculine, strong, still high fashion, GQ.
Okay.
This is a complete Rick Owens look from head to toe.
Okay, that's the
designer.
Okay.
Yeah, and we shot this at the Getty.
Okay.
The Getty Museum located in Los Angeles.
I love that. So is it hard to style yourself sometimes? Or is it easier for you to style people? Or is it like, cause
You know what? I kind of sometimes I just get lazy when it comes to myself because I enjoy. I already know I'm going to look good in whatever.
Okay.
Because of the confidence, and it's just like, hey, you got to have that. Whatever you put on, just feel good, bro.
Right.
But I really enjoy other people looking good too. It's not just about me. I'm not like showcasey like that. Yeah, I gotta look good, but I'm like, I can be simple and put on a black t-shirt and some black pants and just show up and do my job. That's where my head be. I be like, my head be in the books. So when it comes to myself, I'm like, man, I got to think about what I want to look good in now. So I don't mind some of my friends who are fashionable or other stylists styling me. I'll just give my 2 cents and I'll just,
let's stop on this one. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. That was a part of the birthday shoot.
I
That was just
love
the outfit.
that.
That was an outfit change. I was like, I want to be suited and booted.
Go back to that.
I want to be suited and booted. And my mom loves when I wear my hair like this. Sometimes I prefer to have my locks just hanging down, and she like, show your face.
Yeah, you do.
You're a handsome young man.
You are.
I'm like, all right,
Mom. Just glowing skin. The skin is skinning. The skin is skinning. So
thank you.
And let's appreciate, because God, let's shift now and talk about things that God has brought you through. That near fatal car accident.
Oh man.
I know there had to be a moment where you were like, yeah, God kept me here for a reason.
Yeah, that happened in 2011, and
15 years ago.
15 years ago, I was on the freeway, and I was coming from work, and I was headed home, and my phone was broken for some reason. It wouldn't dial the number, so I had ordered a new phone, and it was in the mail. It arrived, so I was like, all right, headed home, and I was on the freeway, and a semi truck was trying to I think either come around the Michigan U or exit or something like that. And it ran me off the road, and I spent out in the middle of the island. But when I spent out in the middle of the island, you know how like a stop sign, the pole, just imagine that being broken off. So when my car sped out, I couldn't stop my car, and it bounced on top of that pole, and it punctured through my car where my left leg was.
God.
And it punctured through the car, and it split the whole back of my leg open. So all that was open, and the blood was splattering everywhere. Sorry to be so visual about this, but the blood was splattering everywhere. I was bleeding to death. I was like 5-10 minutes away from dying. I couldn't, my scrubs.
Because you were impaled.
Yeah.
Okay, you were working at a hospital then.
Yeah, I was working at a hospital.
You were impaled pretty much.
And my seatbelt, was stuck, and it was wrapped for some type of way. My scrubs were wrapped around my leg where the pole was. So I'm losing so much blood. I'm trying to pull my leg out of the pole, but I couldn't.
Right.
I didn't have any strength left.
Right.
So I'm just throwing bottles out the car. My phone's not working. I'm trying to dial 911, and a bunch of cars stopped. And by the graces of God, they called 911, but they didn't get there in time enough. With the hospital that I was working at, one of the EMS trucks saw me and saw all the people around me, and he was off duty, but he worked at the hospital that I worked at.
Oh, wow.
So he ended up saving my life.
Oh, God. One of the EMT.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
He saved my life, and they took me to the hospital, and I was in the hospital for like a month and a half.
Was that your only injury, your leg?
Yeah.
Okay.
It almost hit an artery.
Oh, my gosh.
And I had to get a skin graft. They had to take the skin off the side of my leg and put it on the back of my leg, and I was in a big cast all the way up to my thigh, and there was blood clot situations happening. My cell levels were irregular.
Oh, wow.
My heart was going crazy. There was a bunch of doctors just around me telling me things, and I was just like, God, if you get me through this,
listen,
if you get me through this, I promise I'll shape up, and I'll change directions. I know I'm living fast. Just don't keep me last, and don't keep me in the past. I'll fill up that glass.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, making all type of negotiations.
Yeah. And he came through.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank God. Listen, 15 years later, I guess that shook you awake. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that woke me up. I said, Father, I'm here.
Right.
What you need me to do?
So I'm sure that changed your outlook on life.
That changed my outlook on life. It let me know that life was serious. Life is short. Still have fun, but still make sure you do what you're supposed to do, and make sure you pay attention and cross your T's and dot your I's.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, let's get into the business of styling.
Let's get it.
People probably think it's just like, oh, you just go shopping, you buy clothes, you pick them out. It's so fun. What is it they don't realize when it comes to styling?
This is the best question ever. I love you for saying this right now. I gotta get y'all pads out right now because she just hit it on the nose.
Get your notepads. Listen, because people think it's all. You be like, no, y'all don't even realize.
Peaches and cream. It's a lot. It's a lot of narratives that comes with being a stylist or being a designer or being in the entertainment world. It's more than just being sought after and being seen. The work behind the scenes is not glamorous, and a lot of people be like, I want to be a stylist, but is your skin thick enough? Are you tough enough? Can you bounce back? Are you resilient enough? Is your heart in this? Because you're going to get tested and you're going to get rejected. So you have to be ready for all of those things, no matter how fly you are, how many connections you have, who you are, who you attach to. The game don't care about that. It's going to test you, whoever, whenever, wherever. So you have to really be about your business when it comes to this thing. You can't just be playing around and taking up space because it's people who really live for this. Like this their bread and butter. Like this is how they feed their children.
Yeah.
This is how they help their mental health, and this is how they stay 100%. There's a lot that goes into styling. From sometimes you end up spending your own money. You have to invest in yourself, especially when you're starting. You have to pay for the models. You may have to pay somebody $50. You have to connect with the photographers. You have to get the locations. You have to get the clothes. If you don't have the connections, you have to buy the clothes, rent them, take them back, do all the things just to create your art. And when you're on tour, you're on a bunk. It's like for 3 months. You got to stay organized. You got to figure out how to clean things. You're constantly being pushed and pruned, like on a consistent basis, and it's not always easy. You see the ending result in somebody on the red carpet, but I've been prepping for this for 2 weeks.
Right,
there's tailors involved. I got to get fabric. I have to make sure my receipts and the accounts and the debits and credits are all applied and the invoices are done. It's the admin, it's the business side, not just the creative. So when you're doing all of these things creatively, you're building the look, you're doing the pre-production, you're prepping, you're doing the actual production, the day of producing that work. Then you're doing the post-production, when you got to take everything back, ship everything back, dry clean everything, do all the returns, do the invoicing, sign the contracts, all of those things. After the photo shoot, everybody's going home. The stylist is one of the people that's still working 3 days after the shoot.
Wow. Damn.
On top of having other obligations for other projects. So I could be doing like 4 or 5 photo shoots in 1 week.
Wow.
And that's 4 or 5 different aesthetics, 4 or 5 different camps, crews, and productions. So you have to stay organized. And my team in LA have been some of the people that have kept me organized, from like my business partner Joy to, my assistant Claire and Aisha. Like they help me return things, and we have a system that works. So I'm not all over the place because I get called last minute a lot.
Yeah.
And then I have to also make sure that I get my rest because I'm burnt out. You may be in it so tough that you forgot to eat. And you like, why my hair hurt? I'm thirsty. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my gosh,
all of those things, you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you can be your 100% self for that client that just spent their money for your occupation.
All right.
So I got to show up. I can't show up 75% because my work is going to be 75%. I got to show up 100% no matter what I'm going through, no matter how my week was. When I show up on set, I have to have the best attitude that I know how.
Right.
So it's before y'all say I want to be this, I want to be that, you have to do the research on what that entails and the deliverables that you're going to have to deliver when you carry that title. I'm a stylist, I'm a singer, I'm a designer, I'm this, I'm that. That is a lot of work. And being on the Monica and Brandy tour with Muni Long, like all of those things, I was ready.
Okay.
But it was very fast paced.
Yeah.
So you think you're the best and you're doing this and you're doing that. everything is happening. It was the best experience to sharpen my iron. That has been one that challenged me. Like, it challenged me to take better care of myself. When you drain, you got to eat right.
Yep.
You know, like you have
because you in nice shape. You stay in this shape. But you're right. As a creative, you be like, did I eat? Wait a minute. When was the last time I ate? Yeah.
Exactly. But it was like money made sure she took care of her team. She made sure we ate. She made sure we had showers. She made sure that her whole team was taken care of. So I didn't have to worry about that. I just really had to worry about why everything is fast paced, because you're on a time schedule. Every day you got rehearsals, you have fittings, you have to get things tailored, then you have to be ready to walk to the stage, then you have to pack up everything afterwards. And that's a lot of work. Tours are insane. Yeah. But when you do that tour, you're gonna be sharp. Right. I'm saying sharp. Like, my organization skills right now are insane.
So let me ask this though. Like, what is it? I'm an aspiring stylist. I'm a kid. How much? I'm gonna act like I'm a little 10-year-old kid. How much that pay? What's the price range?
It depends on your self-worth.
Oh, okay.
So I would say, what's your rent? Charge your rent and above. For every project, because when you're creating for those people, you have to have somewhere to rest your head, to let those juices marinate. Yeah. You can't be in your car. You don't want to be sleeping outside on somebody's back porch. You don't want to be sleeping in a hallway somewhere. You want to make sure that your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional state is intact. Rent, like, what is your rent? Like, charge at least that. That can kind of give you a base of, like, when you're paying your bills, what is your most important thing? It should be your room and board, right? So they try to sometimes, the industry sometimes tries to base it off of the caliber of people that you work with. Because
I was about to say, Beyonce has to be more than, I mean, just a random. Like, come on now.
Yeah. So
shit.
You want to, like, they base it off your experience, how long you've been in there, your resume, your portfolio, all of those things. So you want to make sure that you're charging right. But I like to ask, what is your budget? Okay. So I can determine, I know what my day rate is, but sometimes you don't want to undercharge yourself. Right. So you can tell somebody that, hey, my day rate is $3,000, $4,000, but they may have been ready to pay you $10,000. Okay. So don't shortchange yourself. That's when having a business mindset 24 hours, it doesn't mean you're a bad opportunist, but you also don't want those opportunities that God is putting in your journey to pass you by, because you don't get a second chance sometimes. That's true. So if you miss it, you just miss it. So when somebody's putting something down, you got to pick it up. Yeah. That's what a business person would be and would do. So I always like to ask, like, what's your budget? And my business mind turns on, and then that's when you get to, like, negotiating, and it's cool to negotiate. It doesn't have to always be awkward and weird to be like, hey, what was the budget? Or, oh, well, I need a little bit more. But you have to make sure when you are styling that you understand the verbiage in these contracts, and you have someone to help you look over these things. You know what I mean? Because like, what is a net 30? What is a net 60? So if you tell someone your budget and then you're putting all of your money up, and then they're telling you that you're going to get reimbursed, and you're not asking, you have to ask the questions, you have to talk. The things that are uncomfortable are the uncomfortable conversations, and the hard conversations are the conversations that need to be had. So there's no confusion. Communication is a big factor in moving forward, team building exercises, unity, work, how people perceive you, and how people treat you on set. You got to be about your business. It's a 50% creativity, 50% business. That's how it always should be. It should never be 60-40, because you have to set the tone from the beginning and don't leave any gray areas, because some people will let you leave gray areas because it's beneficial for them. Yeah. So you have to be, cut that check, cutthroat in a good way, and thorough about your business. So yeah, those
That's
are
definitely some lessons,
yeah.
lessons learned.
Yeah.
So for you though, and I've really enjoyed talking with you, Jamar. I'm glad I'm learning so much, and I hope people are learning as well.
Thank
So, for you though, let's talk about social media.
Yeah.
How do you feel about social media and being a stylist? Like, I mean, it's a necessary evil, right? But do you feel like it's what are your thoughts on it?
I feel like social media is an amazing team. I feel like social media is an amazing tool
Mm-hmm.
for all creatives and all businesses.
Mm.
It to some people it may have just started off as like a diary of your life, so people can see like a visual diary.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, but now you have things like AI, and
Yeah, I remember you were talking about that,
yeah,
how it's helped you
yeah,
maximize your time.
right, absolutely. And technology is advancing at a rapid rate. You have to kind of learn it, work with it. Don't be scared of it. It's not working against you if you just open up your mind. Social media has been an amazing tool when it comes for me, like reaching out to people to get more work.
Yeah.
Being able to do cross promotion and share other like-minded creatives and individuals to showcase what they're doing. It's been an amazing tool for me to be inspired and for me to inspire others around the whole world, creatives. I've seen some of my peers use it for their businesses or to sell merch, or whether you're an entertainer or an actor or a businessman and you have a product. It's so many tools on social media that has helped and allowed people to take care of their families. You know, like if you have a viral moment and you weren't expecting it, now your sales are through the roof, and the t-shirt that you've been selling for $25 for the last 8 years just got placed and got pressed for one of the biggest stars in the world.
Right.
And now you look at your account and you're $100,000 in. And you're independent.
Right.
So if you wouldn't have showcased that piece on social media, no one would have ever saw it if it was just sitting in your closet.
Yeah.
You know, so you just have to be ready for those moments. And I know we're in a society to where it's clickbait and it's cloud and it's like this and like that. But if you use it in a way to just like take you to the next level and you stay strategic in your branding and your advertising and whatever you do, it's only going to help you.
Right. Use it as a tool. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to wrap, Jamar, but I wanted to do some rapid fire questions right quick. Just some rapid fire.
Let's go.
Okay, but first, tell people where they can find you. Oh, I wanted to ask about Studio Noir right quick. Tell us about Studio Noir in LA.
So Studio Noir LA is a creative space where all creatives can come and be creative. It's a photo studio. It's a showroom. We carry men and women designers across the whole board. We have plus size, we have petite, we have things for taller men, all different body shapes and types. We also have a podcast area. We have makeup vanity. We have a dressing room, photography studio. We launched in February of 2026, and people can come and just rent clothing. If you can't afford a stylist at the time, or even if you can't afford my styling fees, I'm here for the people.
Right.
So I saw a lot of that going on, and sometimes you just want to create and you don't always have the ability to have a big budget. So I wanted to come up with a situation with my clothes that I can rent them out to people.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford me, you can still rent a look from me.
Right.
And you can still stay within your budget. And if you have extra money you have to place somewhere where you need to get another hairstylist or a photographer, then you're cool and you can still get what you need and still be creative within your budget. It's not about just taking someone's money and just do whatever you need to do. I don't care. If you're really going to be building community, that's a space that we've built to do that. It's 4 founders. It's me, Joy, Issa, Melissa Mercedes. She's a plus size. Melissa Mercedes is a plus size designer.
I love it.
Luxury clothing, gowns.
Not Issa Rae.
No.
Okay, just being clear. Okay, all right. This is a different Issa. Okay.
Yeah. So Melissa is she's an amazing.
Okay.
She's an amazing designer, and Joy has just been an amazing figure and been helping me run the showroom because I've never had one before. And she's had a showroom before. So she's been like teaching me and giving me the tools that I need to just go to the next level. And we're here for all creators. If you ever need a photo shoot or to rent some clothes and you're in Los Angeles, hit us up. We're located in downtown Los Angeles in the Artist District. And we're here for all the people.
I love that.
Let's go.
Because everybody don't have the money to get a whole wardrobe, get a whole location, photographer, all of that. Like, right. That's a great idea. I love that. So, okay, I lied. I've got another last question before we get into the rapid fire.
All the questions. What's up? I'm ready.
When people 20 years from now, someone's looking at a picture of what you styled, what do you want the picture to say about your impact on the culture?
I want the picture to say that you can do anything you put your mind to and you put your grind to, and don't despise small beginnings because you need those to understand where you are when you get to those heights and you get to the top of that mountain and you put that flag on that mountain and you staple that. I want people to know that the blood, the tears, the sweat, the growing pains, you need all of that. I want people to know this is not a shortcut that was taken. This is long, hard, grinding, work ethic, pruning, understanding God, letting God use you, walking in your purpose, walking in your destiny. It's not going to always be easy, but when it's easy, you're not growing. When it's hard and it's painful, those are growing pains. You cannot get around that if you want to be a legend, an icon, or you want to be successful. You have to go through it. You cannot take no shortcuts. You shouldn't take shortcuts because you're going to miss a step. You're going to miss some of the learning process, and then you're going to have to learn it all over again. So why not just learn it now? So I want people to know this art that's inside of me. I was courageous and brave and bold enough to let myself be human and let myself grow, so I'll be able to show.
I love that. I love it.
See what I did there?
Listen, you a poet. You a poet. Listen, you a poet too. Stylist, poet, all of that. So, okay, let's do our rapid fire. Okay, so if you had 5 hours in one celebrity's closet, 5 uninterrupted hours in a celebrity's closet, who would it be?
Pharrell.
I'll
tear that closet down to the ground.
Yes. Oh my God.
I will go in there. Hey,
listen,
this don't fit me. It's gonna fit today. So what you doing? You 6'5" in this man's closet. We're gonna do some reconstruction and put 3 of these pants together so I can fit them. I know he got some crazy pieces. I know Pharrell is Pharrell is lit, man.
Yeah,
that's been someone that I looked up to style-wise for a long time. Like when he brought out Ice Cream and the Beeline and Billionaire Boys Club, I was buying all those shirts in Detroit.
I love
that. Those were my go-to. So now he's doing things with Louis Vuitton and taking his Chanel, and he's taking his brand to the next level outside of music as a Black businessman. Like I feel like that's amazing.
Okay, love that. Okay, one fashion trend that you would keep and one that you would kill.
Oh man. One that I would keep would have to be one fashion trend that I would keep would have to be the quiet luxury. The blazers, the regular t-shirt, the denim, the cool athleisure.
You're calling it quiet luxury?
Quiet luxury because it's still luxury, but it's quiet. It's not as braggadocious and out there and labels and prints and everything like that. I think that is really cool for the everyday creative and business person to be able to still be fashionable and taken serious within their realm. Yeah. And I like what I see around the world when it comes to you're a mom and you're running a multiple businesses and you're wearing many hats and you still want to look nice and clean and upscale and chic and business savvy. And you may want to wear an oversized jean. You might want to wear your husband's jeans. And then you also, your body heat, the temperature of your body, you may get overheated sometimes. You may be going through menopause or anything like that, or you may just sweat more than everyone else. You can wear a plain white beater or a camisole top and you can just pair a blazer on top of that, and that just pops the whole look.
Mm.
So it's a mixture of just like simplicity and high fashion mixed, and it's quiet though.
Okay.
And the way that you rock it, you can tell that that person still has fashion, but they don't have to be so label based, and everything doesn't have to be designer. You know, if you're a dad and you wanna go on, you don't have time for a date, you can easily throw on a nice blazer, a nice jacket, or wear a nice sweatsuit. You know what I mean? Like the fabric may be nice, and you can still go everywhere with that piece. You know, so I like quiet luxury.
One that you would kill.
The one that I would kill would have to be the lace jumpsuits. The jumpsuits and like a whole bodysuit sometimes, and it's like I feel like certain pieces have to be are for certain things, like it may be for stage or like a photo shoot or something like that. But sometimes when you see someone with like a whole like mesh lace bodysuit on, and it's like, we're on a date. I don't know if this was the right attire for this date,
right?
But some of these things are starting to bleed into the everyday world. Is like, okay,
Lord,
we gotta have some boundaries when it comes to fashion. You know, there's no undergarments under there. It's just like pasties and mesh bodysuits. You just see everything. I feel like I'm not totally against it, but I don't like when those things are in the wrong settings. You know what I mean? We're at a gala.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be wearing a complete see-through bodysuit.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of that.
Oh.
You know, it's like no jacket over it, no nothing, just everything out. So you don't have to, you know, you can still be sexy and you can be covered up.
Exactly.
I'm not dragging anybody that wants to be sexy, but I think it's just a time and a place. I think we should read the room when it comes to that one.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, what's one item everyone should own regardless of their budget?
A steamer. A handheld steamer.
So not something they wear, but a tool.
A steamer. Because I've witnessed a lot of situations that even if you don't have a stylist or something, you might be out of town and it may be something important. If you show up to that business meeting and you're trying to close a deal and your whole blouse is wrinkled, it kind of looks like you don't care.
Yeah.
You know, so some garments and some materials you can't iron.
Right.
Everything isn't a denim or a stiff cargo khaki. So if you can just purchase just a handheld steamer just to make sure that you're ready to go and you can steam out your wrinkles when you're on set, when you're out of town, when you're ready for a business meeting or a gala, I feel like that's a very important essential. That and a lint brush. You want to
get it off Amazon, baby.
Yeah, you want to keep those with you.
Yeah, I love
at all times.
Okay, last one. What would you say is the most underrated fashion city in America?
Detroit.
Let's go.
What up, Joe?
Listen,
Detroit. I see you, baby.
Listen, okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
For sure.
Yeah, so
love it.
I would say
because I know when people learn you from Detroit, they probably look at you in a different way.
Sometimes they don't believe it. People think I'm from California, but I always rep my city because my city built me.
Exactly.
You had designers like, you know, Gigi Hunter. You had District 81. You had Joe's Coney Island. You had all of these people in the city making what's her name? Mia Ray, Glamaholic Lifestyle.
Yeah, shout out to her.
People like to come here and get creative juices flowing, but they sometimes don't want to pour into the inner city. And there's so many emerging designers and emerging stylists that don't have the bandwidth to get an investor. They don't know where to start. They don't know how to do the business on where to put their pieces and get them do the right branding, positioning, and placements. And I feel like God has been speaking to me a lot lately about bridging the gap between Detroit and Los Angeles. And I just feel like it's time for me to come back and open up. Like I have the bandwidth now. I've been on that hamster wheel, just working, been in my book. And now I lift my head up, and I always wanted to help my people, but I probably haven't always been in a position to help them, even though it looked like it.
Yeah.
Because I have a small team, but I have to make sure that I'm staying on it so I can even be here,
right,
mentally, physically, and spiritually and emotionally. So that's why I'm here. I want to support my people, and I'm not bigger than the program. I know I may kind of look unapproachable on Instagram and serious and all of these different places, but I'm still a human being.
Exactly.
I still love
a beautiful
my people.
soul. I can tell you have a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you.
welcoming.
Takes one to know one.
Yeah.
I'm an email away. I'm a text away. I'm a DM away.
I love how you still got your 313 number.
Yeah.
Your number's still 313.
313.
You still got a Detroit number.
There's no excuse for you to be like, I can't reach out to him. Like, I'm a flight away.
Right.
I don't care if I'm in Los Angeles. People figure it out all the time. I can take a boat. I can take a flight. I can take a train. I can take a bus. I'm never too good. I'm not, like I said, I'm not bigger than a program. So if we really want to build community and work together, we have to communicate and do away with the ego.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yes.
You can't answer the question for someone unless you really know where their mindset is. And sometimes that's a simple conversation starter. Like, hey, what's up? Like, how can we work together? How can we collaborate? And then we may make millions together.
Absolutely.
So it's like, I'm very open to that. Yes. And I'm going to be coming back to Detroit a lot often this year and the years to come. I'm in a different space right now when it comes to business. I'm not chasing anything. I'm here to build. I want to build Detroit. I want to build with Detroit. I want to grow. This city has made me who I am. It birthed me. It gave me that pizzazz and that flyness and that freshness, and for me to be bold, brave, and be myself. So I want to pour back into my community, into my city, in any way I can.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Jamar, it was great speaking with you. I really appreciate you. This is not goodbye. This is see you later. Please, let's keep in touch.
Definitely.
Reach out to me. Whatever you have coming up, I would love to be there. And when you're ready for a publicist, let me know.
Yeah, I'm always
so we
ready.
can get that popping. Because I already see some things in my head that can happen. So, and you definitely deserve that shine on national platforms. I mean, I know you've been in some publications, but like some major ones we need to look at. So salute to you again, and thank you again. Y'all make sure y'all follow Jamar Hart on
Instagram at Jamar_Hart.
That's HART.
Yep, JAMAR _HART.
All right.
Can I say something to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to say thank you for having this platform for me and creatives and other people like me.
You're welcome.
To just share their story and share their story with the world, and just being a woman of God and just like showing up like you were so professional. Everything you reached out, like you treated me kindly. You were a woman of your word. You said you were going to set this interview up, and your team is really amazing. And I love the whole setup of where we are. I can just feel the
absolutely
vibe.
Shout out to Detroit is Different and Kylie Frazier.
Yeah.
He's the founder of Detroit is Different, where we are, this space. So shout out to him. I appreciate him.
Thank you for having me.
Like you said, we collaborate and work together.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
I
you.
have it. This is
You're
my
welcome.
first podcast in Detroit. This is
my
first podcast interview. So like, I
Listen.
feel really blessed. I feel really full. Thank you for pouring back into me, and thank you for being a pillar in the community and helping people know their voice, find their voice, and keep their voice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's part of my purpose. It is. I mean, and like you, every time I say I'm about to quit,
you can't.
Because I swear to you, what did I tell you, Joe, last week? Joe I was like, Joe, I'm probably not gonna be back on air until August because I need to take a break. And then I go on Saturday and Marvin. God is like, no, I got more stuff for you to do. So
absolutely.
Okay. So here we are. So thank you again. Thank you again, Jamar.
Thank you.
Definitely will be in touch. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for watching Rocky's Reality. We will see you next time.
Peace.